Now, here's another video of a job that I've solved. And this is Acer. Let me look if I can find the system. Alright, yes, this is Acer. Alright, and this is E311. Okay, and what happened to this was that it was not turning on at all. Alright, no sign of plugging, no any sign. And I noticed that it has a short. And how do I know? I use a power pack. Okay, I use a power pack that has lights. We have some power pack that has light. All right, I plug it in. Immediately I plug it in, the light dies. That should is returning the lights. All right, that means there's a short circuit on the motherboard. That's why there's a short circuit on the motherboard. And looking at the motherboard, the board number is, now can you find the board number? Can you see it? DA0ZH. This should be J, right? MB9E0 Revolution E. I believe I'm right. DA0ZH JMB6E0 Revolution E model ZHJ. Yeah. Well, this was solved. Although when there is a short circuit like that, most of the time it is easy to solve without the use of schematics or board view. Yeah, it is easy to solve. That once you can be able to spot where the short circuit is coming from, it becomes easy for you to solve. So, how was this solved? So, I removed the board since I know that it's restoring. And sometimes, what if you do not have access to this thing? Maybe you don't have access to meter, the meter that I showed to you. Where are you? Yes, this very this USB digital tester. Yeah. Okay, just so you don't have access to it and you don't have the combination and you don't have such power pack. Of course, with the use of your meter, you will know. Then when you plug it in, you check where the voltage comes in, where it comes in. You check, is it continuous? Does the voltage go straight to the system? Or at some point it's cut, the voltage does not pass through, or the voltage is absent. And when you remove the power pack, you check there's voltage. But once you plug it away, alright, here's the DC in. Once you plug it to DC in and show that yes, the light does not pass through, or it dies, that should that yes, there's a short circuit in the board. And how was I able to figure out where the short circuit on this board was? Okay, how was I able to figure this one out? All right, here here's the design. All right, I noticed that yes, there's a short around here. There was a short around capacitors. Where can I find the capacitors? Where are you? Yeah, these capacitors, there are shorts here. There are shorts everywhere. So now my starting point was, and now I check those conductors, the conductors that are having shorts. Okay, so I check all, but this guy was culpable. Okay, this guy reads to 0. I check that in diode mode straight to 0, resistance mode to 0. Yeah, so if this is a problem, here is another guy. This is a buck converter here, 3.3 volt buck converter. Okay, so what do? I remove this. Okay, I isolated this one. I remove this this coil, and since I don't know where to start, I don't know where, maybe like where the short is or something. So that's why it's good for you to now you introduce voltage. Okay, if you look at this place, all right, look at here. So these are my ground. Okay, I think I use this at some point. I use this. No, I think this ground was false. Yes, this was a false ground, so it didn't work for me. So this worked actually. So on checking, I put it here, then I apply voltage here. I noticed that the DC was very, very hot, and I noticed that year 2 was hot. In fact, the color was changing, while the little battery that I used to introduce the voltage was getting hot too. The cable So as I remove this buck converter, as I remove it, all the short dies. Like the short circuits erase. That's all the problem, isn't it? Yes, it does. Then I use another buck converter and it worked. You can see. Alright, you can see that it is oily. Yeah, that is what is it called? Soldering paste. Yeah, that is soldering paste. Yeah. So now let's check. Now, as soon as I saw that and I plug it in, and let me see, where are you, friend? Okay, okay. And as I plug it in, blue light started showing. Let me see, can we have blue light so that I can show to you? Where are you? Yeah. Okay, I turn it on. Can you see? There we have blue light. Can you see? And it's steady. I check the CPU. It's getting warm up. That means it's working. All right. Good. And that's why I solved this problem. All right. So suppose you are faced with this similar problem. A board that has a short circuit is easy to solve once you can spot where the short circuit came from. And sometimes it's good for you to check around if there are no problems, so that it won't be after you change this, the problem is locked somewhere, it's still there. But then once you change it, blew up again. But I check around, there was no problem. And in order to check the short, it's always good to check from the coils in order to give an idea where the short is coming from. Then you introduce the voltage. Imagine if I started working and all the places that I checked that it has short circuits, I started removing those components one by one. It was stressful. At the end of the day, I'm end up destroying the board. That's why it's very good, because the coils are each, gives each reference point for voltage. So you check through the coils to have an idea where the short is coming from. All right. So as soon as I solved this, voila, 3.3 volts came out. So it was solved. So that is all for this motherboard. See you in the next video.